Hello and welcome once again to Thyroid Tuesday. I'm Dr. Vyas and we're continuing our process of showing you what exactly can cause your thyroid dysfunction. So in this episode or in this video, we're going to talk about the estrogen levels. Now I talked about how we talked about how cortisol and the adrenals can kind of compete for the TSH, and that's what reduces your levels of T3 and T4 in your body. So in this one, I'm going to show you how, same thing again, everything comes back to the adrenals also. Stress is a major factor. We had talked about last time, cholesterol is a precursor for your sex hormones and your stress hormones. Now, when your body's under chronic stress, what's going on is this little teeter-totter is going to go balance this way because your body needs to balance that stress out. So it's going to increase to help increase the levels of cortisol in your body. What that does is it's going to decrease the levels of something called progesterone. Estrogen and progesterone have a natural balance in the body. If you have too much estrogen, progesterone will actually come or rise up and kind of help balance that out. Estrogen or too much estrogen in the body also puts you, predisposes you to conditions like your cervical cancer, breast cancer. So you don't want that in the body. So your body naturally or normally will produce higher levels of progesterone to help balance that out. Now we talked about the stress part. Now there's other ways how your body goes into something called estrogen dominance. Now usually women in their perimenopausal or menopausal state have issues with this estrogen dominance. What happens is when you gain extra weight, now your body, even though sometimes people say we've had a hysterectomy or I've had my ovaries removed, even though you have ovaries removed, you will actually still be producing a little bit of estrogen, not as much as you would if you had them in, but your body still does produce estrogen. Now when somebody's got a hysterectomy, they're also put on what's called a hormone replacement. Those hormone replacements replace estrogen in the body. Again, as I mentioned to you, estrogen is good for a little while, same just like cortisol, but if you have too much in the body, it causes estrogen dominance, which is also going to start causing a fight for the TSH levels. So when you have high estrogen, your TSH levels go down, which is going to make you hypothyroid again. So what causes this estrogen dominance? The way I said, if you're overweight, fat cells actually become their own factory for estrogen production. So it's kind of sad that when you're overweight, your fat cells are actually producing estrogen. Birth control. If you've been on birth control for a long period of time, birth control are usually estrogen pills. So estrogen is kind of free floating in your body, which is again causing all these issues and making you have thyroid problems once again. The foods we're eating. If you realize a long time back, a chicken breast used to be about this small. And nowadays when you go out and get a chicken breast at a restaurant, it's like this large. That's because they're injecting estrogen into those chickens to make the breast larger. And what happens to that estrogen? It goes into our bodies and starts causing havoc again, causing estrogen dominance. Another thing that people might not know about is beauty products. All these very expensive beauty brands are actually putting estrogen in their beauty products, from your makeup, your foundation, to any of those things you may be using. Because what happens when you have more estrogen, or when a woman has estrogen in her body, makes her feel more feminine, makes her feel more beautiful in some ways. So that's one sad thing that they're doing, is they're actually pumping beauty products full of estrogen, pushing that estrogen again up in your body, causing a whole problem or issues right here. So what we do in the office once again is we actually test for your free estrogen in your body, your free estrogen and progesterone levels. It's a simple saliva test. You're going to find out where your levels of estrogen and progesterone are. If they're imbalanced, and again, we've noticed almost every woman that comes in our office is in a state of estrogen dominance. So if we find you are in that state of estrogen dominance, there's natural and normal ways of how we can actually get your progesterone working a little better to bring you back from estrogen dominance into a normal estrogen level. What that'll do is it's going to help your TSH start going up again and start helping with your thyroid condition. So once again, if you found this information useful or you have any questions, please post below and share this video with somebody you may know. And we'll wait to look for the next episode. We'll show you a few more things and see why the thyroid dysfunctions. Thanks.